Have you ever pondered what you would do if a sudden disaster struck and you had to leave your home immediately? This is the imminent question we're exploring today. Bugging out, a term popular in the prepper community, refers to the last resort action of fleeing your home during an emergency, be it a natural disaster, a terrorist attack, or a societal breakdown. It's not a walk in the park, mind you. Bugging out requires detailed planning and preparation. So, let's dive into it. So, what exactly happens during a bug-out situation? Well, it's a process that kicks into gear when staying put is no longer safe. It's the decision to abandon your home, your comfort zone, for a safer location. This journey, however, isn't a leisurely road trip. It's often fraught with unpredictable circumstances and a pressing sense of urgency. You're not just packing for a vacation, you're packing for survival. Your destination may vary depending on the nature of the threat and your preparedness level. It could be a remote cabin in the woods, a hidden underground bunker, or even a fortified RV parked in an undisclosed location. But remember, reaching your safe haven isn't the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a new, possibly long-term phase of survival. This phase is about living off the grid, away from the conveniences of modern life, relying solely on your skills, supplies, and wits. Knowing the process is just the first step. Let's delve into the essentials of a successful bug-out. When it comes to bugging out, your bug-out bag is your lifeline. A bug-out bag is essentially a portable kit that contains the items one would require to survive for 72 hours when evacuating from a disaster. It's not just about stuffing a bag with a bunch of survival gear, but about carefully selecting what's necessary and what's not. Let's start with the basics: food and water. Pack lightweight, non-perishable food items like energy bars and trail mix, and water purification tablets or a portable water filter. These will keep you nourished and hydrated as you navigate your way to safety. Next, let's talk about first aid. A basic first aid kit with bandages, antiseptics, and medication is a must. You never know when you might need to treat a wound or manage pain. Shelter is another essential. A compact, lightweight tent or a survival blanket will do. Remember, your bug-out bag should be light and easy to carry, so avoid bulky items. Navigation tools such as a compass and maps of your local area are vital. You don't want to rely on electronic devices that could run out of battery. Lastly, pack survival gear like a multi-tool, fire starter, and a sturdy rope. These can help you overcome unexpected challenges along the way. Remember, packing a bug-out bag is a delicate balance between weight and necessity. Prioritize essential items that will keep you alive and help you reach your bug-out location. A well-packed bug-out bag could mean the difference between life and death. But where do you go when you need to bug out? That's the burning question, isn't it? Now let's delve into the concept of the bug-out location, the safe haven in a world gone awry. A bug-out location is a predetermined spot you can escape to when the situation at home becomes untenable. It's not just any random place, it's one that you've carefully chosen, keeping several factors in mind. Let's explore these factors, shall we? First up, distance. Your bug-out location shouldn't be so far that it's impossible to reach, especially in a crisis. Too close and it may be affected by the same issues you're trying to escape. Strive for that sweet spot in between. Next, accessibility. A location that's easy to get to, but not too easy for others to stumble upon. You want a place that's hidden from the public eye, yet reachable with your bug-out vehicle or on foot if need be. Then consider resources. Your bug-out location should ideally have access to essentials like water, food sources, maybe even firewood. Remember, sustainability is key in a crisis. Lastly, safety. This location should offer protection from elements, be it weather or unwelcome visitors. A sheltered area, perhaps with a good vantage point, can go a long way in ensuring your safety. Remember, your bug-out location should be a place of safety and sustainability. After all, it's more than just a destination. It's your lifeline in a world on the brink. Now let's talk about money. What role does cash and barter play in a bug-out situation? In the initial stages of a crisis, cash is king. The power might go out, credit card systems could fail, and ATMs might be rendered inoperable. Having a stash of paper money can be a lifeline for purchasing immediate necessities, such as water, food, or gas. And while it's essential to have a variety of denominations, remember, smaller bills are often more manageable in a pinch. But what happens when cash loses its value, as we've seen in historical examples of hyperinflation or societal collapse? That's where bartering comes into play. In a long-term survival situation, tangible goods and skills become the new currency. Food, water, medical supplies, ammunition, these are all items that hold intrinsic value. They can be traded for other resources or services. For instance, if you're stocked up on canned goods but running low on antibiotics, finding someone with a surplus of medical supplies could lead to a mutually beneficial exchange. But it's not just about items. Skills can also be bartered. Maybe you know how to repair engines or have medical training. These abilities can be exchanged for goods or other services. In essence, your skill set becomes a part of your survival toolkit. Remember, in a survival situation, your wealth is not defined by the number of dollar bills you have. Instead, it lies in your resources and adaptability. In a survival situation, your wealth lies in your resources and adaptability. So, are you ready to bug out? Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered today. Bugging out means being prepared to evacuate at a moment's notice. It's not just about being on the move, it's about having a plan and the necessary supplies to survive. We delved into the essentials of a bug-out bag, that nifty survival kit that could be your lifeline in a crisis. From food, water, and shelter to tools, medication, and personal documents, each item in this bag has a critical role to play. Then, we explored the importance of a bug-out location, a predetermined, secure, and sustainable place where you can take refuge. Remember, it's not just about getting out, it's about getting to somewhere safe. Lastly, we discussed the role of cash and barter. In a world where traditional systems might fail, these could be your means of acquiring what you need. Remember, preparation is key. Stay safe, stay prepared, and you'll be ready to face whatever comes your way.